Good morning, y'all. So, every person that's alive has the ability to connect with Source, with God. Every one of us. And what makes some of us spiritually connected more than others is practice, okay? And nothing will give you practice like pain, like struggle, because when you have been through as many struggles as like I have, and through as much pain, heartbreaks, my father had 7 kids. I was his 7th son. All of my brothers and sisters but one brother has passed on. My father and my mother have passed on. My mother had 5 children. They only had me together. And out of those 5, I have one brother and one sister left. The rest have passed on. And been through two failed marriages, 2 divorces, and 3 relationships that ended, heartbreaks. I've been shot right here, scars all over me. Been through more than being shot, but anyway, collapsed lung. I got my eyes shot out. Been through a whole bunch of things that just made me surrender to God. And I was born breech birth and was born with a veil over my face. For some of y'all that don't know what that means, it's like a amniotic sac was left on my face, and the old people used to say that it gives the kid the seeing ability. Not to mention I'm a 7th son. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but I've always known since I got old enough to understand it. When I was just a little kid, I remember thinking, well, maybe everybody thought like me and knew things like me, but as I got a little older, I started to see that I was a little different. But what really honed in is all of the things that I've been through. The more a man does something, or a woman, the more you do something, the better you get at it, or so when you've been through as many things as me, your intuition, it gets really, really, really sharp, and your ability to see things coming before they even get there gets really sharp, and things of that nature. So in the last 2 years, it's really because I decided a couple of years ago that my way was not getting it done, and I turned my life over to Jesus Christ. Now, does that say I'm perfect? No, far from it. But I have a personal relationship with Him, and so none of us are perfect. First of all, that's not what being a Christian or being religious is about. It's the main thing is understanding that none of us are perfect, and you will never be perfect. But we should all strive to be better than we was yesterday. That's my belief, and to do the best we can, and not have hate or evil in our hearts. To understand what forgiveness really means and to give it. Because if you want to be forgiven, then you must give what you want. I have been through a lot of things, but I have a message for y'all today, and I'm just giving you a little background on me, because if I'm a person and I'm gonna listen to another person, I want to know if they're giving me advice, what gives them the right to give me advice. I mean, are you really gonna listen to a guy about family and marriage whenever I just told you I had 2 failed marriages and a couple of relationships? Well, that may sound like I'm not the one, but that's exactly why I'm the one. Because I'm going to tell you, through all of those relationships that failed for me, I tried many different ways. But God, I was just praying today and in my Bible and doing a Bible study, and He just laid it on me. And I thought, since now I get it, I should share it, especially for you younger people that are just getting married or about to be married, or even for your older ones that, some of you may not figured it out yet. You might just be coasting through life. First of all, we have to put prayer in our homes. We have to put Jesus Christ in our homes. It's we want freedom, and we have it. Jesus has given us that. But what we should do with that freedom is to always put Christ in our home as a family. We should always try to eat supper together, to know one another, to listen. And, so many things so many times that I see now how I went wrong, because I thought if a man worked every day and he provided a home and clothes on their backs and food in their bellies and stuff, and an occasional I love you and, a good Christmas, shoot, my job was done. That ain't how it works. It's the little things that we have to do for our spouses. It's not enough just to put them in a car and a home. All those things are necessary too, but we also have to show our love. It's not in our words, it's in our actions and all the everyday little things, or you will lose them. Trust me, you will. What you're feeling inside, that love you feel inside, you love them, but they're not inside you. They don't know that. You have to show them, your kids and your wife, and for the women out there, your husband. So when we pray together, you've heard that when a family prays together, they stay together. Well, that's usually because if a family prays together, they're tight. They know each other. They know they're there to help each other. Like my kids were going through things that they never even told me, and it kills me today to know that some of the things that my son went through, and he had to keep that to himself all them years. I didn't find out till he was grown, that some man had molested him when he was a child. I mean, it breaks my heart. I struggle with it every day. But all I had to do was what God tells us to do. Put Christ in my family. And, and your woman, fellas, a woman does not want a man that's just living that. She wants a man with a plan, okay? She wants a leader, and so does your kids. They want leaders. And we have to be spiritual leaders as men. If you are not leading your family, someone will, and they will lead them down the wrong path. And women, your man needs support in all this. Even if you work two, both of you, it don't matter if you work 80 hours, if you work 20 hours, it don't matter how many hours. You have to make time for your family. If you don't, then you will lose them to something. It's just it can happen like that. Knowing that my son had struggled all them years and all that stuff built up inside of him, and every time I think of it, and I've been having a hard time forgiving myself and dealing with it. He has all this pent up hatred now, and he's probably pissed at me, and I can't blame him. I just didn't see it, because I didn't make that time with my family like I should have. There were so many things so many little things, but by the way you see these little things is your family inside and out. Their day, how it went. You have to pay attention. You can't just coast through life, working and make that time. Make supper time at some time of where all of you get together in the evening, and in the morning if you can, and talk to one another, and do all the little things to show each other that you love each other. And it's almost 10 minutes now, so I'm gonna cut this message off, and I'll see y'all on the next one. God bless.